Witam wszystkich, z tej strony Wiking, zapraszam Was do oglądania kolejnego odcinka Dziedzictwo Hogwartu. Rozpoczniemy sobie. Jak zapewne wiecie, ostatnio spotkaliśmy się z Sebastianem, który chce pomóc swojej siostrze, bo ma jakąś chorobę, która została rzucona przez bodajże tych małych goblinów i spróbujemy jej pomóc. Dobra.
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Tylko czekajcie, ja sobie zrobię dzień, bo oczywiście tylko nie można teraz robić dnia. Czekajcie, chciałbym mieć dzień. No chyba nie mogę, dobra. Spróbujemy zrobić to w nocy.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They
Revelio.
have stations for everything.
Tu coś mamy.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Revelio. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more.
Może
Might be worth
depulso.
taking a closer look at the house itself.
Myślę, że to jest dom.
Revelio.
No może tu.
This well looks familiar. Revelio. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Revelio. Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
No dobra.
Revelio.
A stairwell. Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be
Okay.
something here worth a closer look. Lumos.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
To mój drugi tydzień w obozie. Każdego dnia przybywa więcej osób. Mogolscy lekarze oraz niektórzy nasi uzdrowiciele robią dla nich co mogą. Rozpacz jest wyczuwalna. Ci, którzy przeżyli zarazę, będą już zawsze żyli z ciężarem straty. Gorączka może minąć, skóra może się zrosnąć i zabliźnieć, ale nieszczycielska gorycz pozostaje. Widziałam mężczyznę przypominającego mego ojca, który stracił dziecko, nie potrafi sobie z tym poradzić. Chciałabym mu jakoś ulżyć. Zaczynam myśleć, że inni się mylą. Mam możliwość pomóc tym biednym duszom. To takie arbitralne, że nie pomagamy im pozbyć się tej udręki.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
Przybyłam tu dla nauki, ale chcę pomóc. Ta wewnętrzna sprzeczność jest przytłaczająca. Tak jakby magia chciała uzdrawiać, ale ja jej to umożliwiam. Czy powinnam tracić nadzieję? Czy już zawsze będę żałować, że nie zrobiłam więcej? Nie mogę patrzeć im w oczy, wiedząc, że mogłabym zdjąć ten kamień z serca. Widziałam, jak ten mężczyzna opuszcza dziś obóz, ten, który przypominał mi ojca. Z pewnością nic wielkiego się nie stanie, jeśli mu pomogę. To przysłuży się moim badaniom, ale jako korzystny skutek uboczny pożytecznego wykorzystania moich umiejętności.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. Lumos. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be floored.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath.
Czyli mam iść tędy?
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to see Anne would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Meet me near the ruins of Falbaton Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
Nie, co to jest? Chyba, że do góry.
Revelio.
No dobra, zobaczmy. Nie wiem jakim cudem właśnie zobaczyłem, że poprzedni odcinek jest w 4K, ale jest bardziej rozjaśniona jasność. Próbowałem to zrobić w ustawieniach, bo nie wiem, bo na konsoli to chyba mam dobrą jakość jasności. A czemu jest ten na tym, to nie wiem. Ale aż jestem normalnie zdziwiony, że jest normalnie odcinek dany w 4K. A zwykły live jest normalnie w 1080p. Co to jest? Spotkaj się z Nati w pobliżu zamku w PL. Zajęcia z astronomii. Profesor Show. Idź na zajęcia z astronomii. No dobra, mogę to zrobić.
I need someone to lend me some potions.
To idziemy na zajęcia z astronomii. Panie i panowie, przepuśćcie mnie.
Duncan owes his reputation to you.
Jeszcze wyżej. Zmniejszyłem jasność na telewizorze. Mam nadzieję, że to jakoś poprawi.
I bet Black could tell a few tales about his days at
Zobaczymy na
Hogwarts.
następnym
When he was
tym,
a student, I mean.
jak będzie na YouTube. Bo ja na telewizorze to mam dobrze.
And your reading is The Dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah,
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own. Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the Highlands, from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Hello! I don't believe we've met officially. I'm Amit. I'm something of an astronomy buff.
Hello, Amit. It's nice to meet you.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplor. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could. A lot of good that did. How am I supposed to find Sirius when my hands are too cold to use a telescope?
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
Aha, czekaj, to mogę sobie podpalić, nie?
Confringo!
A pristine night.
Professor Shah, I'm interested in learning more about astronomy.
It is increasingly rare to find a student who seeks after things celestial of their own accord. But if you truly desire to chart the courses of the cosmos, you must rid your mind of the terrestrial babble of others. We ourselves are not unlike blank star charts, you know? Empty canvases waiting to be inscribed with all that the universe has to offer. Do you understand?
Mhm. Chwila.
You mentioned astronomy tables earlier in class. What were you talking about?
Long ago, devotees of the astral arts set up stone slabs across the countryside. They are ideal for studying constellations near and far. For centuries, wizards made use of these astronomy tables for stargazing. Sadly, they have since become mere monuments to the intrepid intellectual pursuits of a bygone epoch.
I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't. Truly.
Am I right in thinking you are unimpressed by divination?
Of the many other so-called disciplines taught here, divination is perhaps the most feeble, especially in its nonsensical practice of astrology. Do not confuse astronomy and astrology. One is concerned with mysteries stellar and lunar, the other is mere lunacy.
Thank you, Professor. I look forward to stargazing.
I am glad to hear it. Should be a stellar night for it.
Mhm.
Professor Shah's just about as cold and distant as the bloody stars he wants us to chart. Ugh, not how I wanted to spend my evening.
The constellations are beautiful. Not sure they're worth dying of a cold for, but they are beautiful.
Not sure what you can learn from these astronomy tables that you can't learn from a cup of tea leaves.
The perfect night for... Oh, hello again.
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
No need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we? The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure. Amit, could I ask you something?
Oh, certainly.
Why are you so fascinated with stars?
I suppose because there is so much to learn about them. I mean, there is plenty to learn about a lot of subjects, but astronomy seems limitless. Always something new being discovered. They are forever discovering new moons and stars. In fact, they discovered a new planet just 50 years ago.
Where precisely is the table we're looking for?
According to an old astronomer's chronicle I found in the library, it may be somewhere along the castle wall.
Actually, that's all I wanted to know.
Oh, very well then.
Revelio.
Tu. Może tu?
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's just not as tidy as I expected.
Wanna w klatce. Ta wanna była trzymana w zamknięciu chyba od zawsze. Plotka głosi, że zaklęto ją w dekady temu, by ścigała uczniów, którzy odwładnęli obsesją nauki, kompletnie zapomnieli o higienie osobistej.
Revelio.
Czekaj, kurde, bo muszę to rozjaśnić.
Lumos.
Lumos!
Aha, czekaj, tu jest jakieś faktycznie przejście. Myślę, że mógłbym użyć... Teraz...
Lumos.
Lumos!
Revelio.
More cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Serio,
no.
muszę to
Not this
podpalić.
close to school, Amit.
Confringo!
tutaj muszę... Jest normalnie tak
Lumos,
ciemno.
Lumos.
Ciemno tu jest po prostu. Miejmy nadzieję, że idziemy w dobrą stronę.
Look,
O,
there's the table. I think you should do the honors. Go
znalazłem.
on, try it out.
Revelio.
No. I co? Znalazłem. Jak mam użyć stołu?
The constellation should appear near the center of your view.
A jak mam obrócić?
As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart.
Dobrze czy źle? Nie wiem, chyba źle, nie?
Stargazing is all about patience and precision.
No i... No to już zgłupiałem. Jak to ma iść? Może tak. Chyba nie. Wyceluj teleskop. Przybliż. Chyba, że... Czekaj, może... Może to ma być tak. Bo ta duża chyba musi się świecić razem z tą, nie?
I know it is nearly impossible to contain your excitement at a moment like this, but keep steady. Gentle adjustments.
O, jest. Lutnia. Udało się.
I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Nie mogę się doczekać.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
Revelio.
Never do get tired of seeing the astronomy tower at night. What a view.
Czyli co mam teraz za misję? Wieczny ten w cieniu rodowodu. Pokłócili się wielki cali, lepiej sprawdź o co chodzi. A ja bym wolał to zrobić sobie. Tylko najpierw jakieś wyzwania chyba mam, nie? O właśnie, tutaj. Coś zostało, a chyba to za te pokonanie troli w poprzednim odcinku. To jest chyba to? Nie. A za trole też nic nie dostałem. Może to nie tu będzie, może w walce. Albo też nie. Nie wiem. Wyposażenie. Chyba nic nie dostałem lepszego. A tu? Też nie, najwyżej pójdzie na sprzedaż. Dobra.
Revelio.
O! Tu mam stół znaleziony. O. Nie wiem gdzie to jest. Gdzie to było? Gdzie ja to widziałem? Tu, o właśnie. O właśnie, użyj stołu.
Here's one of those tables Professor Shaw mentioned.
Feniks. Dobrze.
Revelio.
Jeszcze gdzieś widzę te stoły. O, tam jest. Pięknie. No dawaj. No to jest z tobą. Chyba to w nocy one działają tylko. Dobra, zajmiemy się zadaniem głównym. Jedynie mogę zobaczyć jak będzie wyglądać, bo mam tutaj w telewizorze taki tryb gry. Jak będzie wyglądać obraz z tym. Najwyżej sobie to potem jakoś dopasuję. O, to chyba też nie. O, a to dynamiczny. A dynamiczny, standardowy. Ten to nie, naturalny to nie. Odpada. Filmowy też nie. Ring mode też nie, ale tego sobie zrobimy, zobaczymy. Dynamiczny, nie? O. Ale chyba nie wiem jak będzie wyglądać
Revelio.
ten dynamiczny obraz, ale zobaczymy. Aha, bo tu mnie jestem Foxmate.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Jak widzicie, zmieniłem sobie na jakiś inny obraz, ale nie dałem tego gry. Chociaż zobaczmy, jak będzie wyglądać. Dobra. No, ty tu jesteś?
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented.
No i pewnie będziemy musieli robić to w nocy, nie? A, no tak.
Psst, over here, quietly.
Mhm.
I'm glad that you received my owl. We need to stay low and remain quiet.
Natty, what's going on? Why are we all the way out here?
As promised, I did some investigating to find out what Harlow is up to. I followed him to the Hog's Head. I noticed him reading a letter. All I could see was that it was signed by and bore the seal of Victor Rookwood. And after you told me that Rookwood and Harlow were after you, I decided that you were the perfect person to join me in taking them down. For good. That letter is the tangible proof that Officer Singer needs. It is why I followed Harlow here and why I wrote to you. I need your help to retrieve it.
You seem to be very determined in stopping Rookwood and Harlow. Why?
I knew men like him in Uganda. I know how bad things can get if they are not stopped. It's a long story, one I promise to share when we have more time. For now, let's do what we came to do.
Can't we just bypass Officer Singer and go directly to the ministry?
Do you think they will listen to a student? Only Officer Singer can start an investigation. The ministry will come in later.
I'll help you find the letter, Natty.
I'm glad to hear it. First, we must access the castle keep. I'll check the main gate, see if you can find another way in. I do not see any guards, but we should still try to be as quiet as possible. Harlow is here after all.
Off on another adventure, are we?
No nie mówcie, że nie mogę, kurde.
Venite. Oh, nothing.
Zasady pilnowania bramek. Nie wpuszczaj nikogo. Chyba że należy do watachy lub do popiełków. Wszystko, co zabierzesz nieproszonym gościom, należy rozdzielić. Nie oddalaj się, dopóki warty nie podejmuje dopóki warty nie obejmie twój
They will
zmiennik.
not keep us out. We will get this
Jak
gate
mam to
open.
otworzyć?
Somehow.
A jak mam tam wejść? Mam tędy wejść? Jak to wygląda? A teraz jak tam wleźć? No to tędy. Dobra.
Well, that didn't work. Perhaps something with a bit more force.
Levioso!
That did it.
Descendo!
Dobra, teraz chyba się przyda ten faktycznie de Wingardium Leviosa, nie? Dobra, czyli by musiał sobie wziąć i przypisać Wingardium Leviosa, nie? To nie, Descento też nie, Depulso też nie. Gdzie jest ten Wingardium Leviosa? Accento Momentum Levioso a Wingardium Leviosa? No to nie jest. To też nie jest. Transmutacja. To też nie. Wingardium Leviosa to jest. Może bym sobie to wziął zamiast tego. Dobra. Link.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Obróć.
Leviosa.
O. Dobrze. Dobra.
I need to find a way into the gatehouse to open the gate for Natty. Dead end. Must be another way in.
No, czemu nie mogę wejść? Świetnie, fajnie. Kurde, co jest grane? Aha, dobra. Ja już wiem, co mam zrobić. To muszę sobie przesunąć do siebie.
Wingardium Leviosa.
O, jeszcze? No, chodź. Jeszcze. No, dobra. Dobra. Teraz wejdę.
That looks as if it might raise the gate.
Nie wierzę, że muszę to pisać, ale do was, pomyleńców, nigdy nie dociera. Bramę otwieramy za pomocą pchnięcia, nie za pomocą eksplozji. Jeśli znowu znajdę ją w kawałkach, przysięgam, że to będzie wasz koniec. I co mam teraz tu zrobić? To? Otwórz bramę główną, przecież otworzyłem. No i co mam teraz za to? A może to muszę? Czekaj. Kurde. Czyli co muszę wziąć? Czekaj, bo... Może to? Acio. Zobaczmy. O. Otworzyłem?
I knew
No.
you could do it. This way. I will get the door. That is the main keep. My guess is that we'll find Hallow and the letter inside. We'll need to be careful once we get...
I hear them.
Yeah, restrain the beast.
High Wing.
Do you know that hippogriff?
Get this thing back.
Very well. New plan. I get the evidence and you free that hippogriff. Agreed? This is our chance. Go!
O nie.
Blast it! There's got to be another way to get up to the roof. Somewhere.
Perhaps I'll scout around Pelcroft or something. Who's that?
I hope Natty stays out of trouble.
No dobrze, ale to sobie zrobimy w następnym odcinku. Bo za chwilę będzie godzinny odcinek. Dobra? Jeszcze dzisiaj zobaczycie sobie ten odcinek, a ja już się zabieram za chwilę za nagrywanie kolejnego. Dobra.